Welcome to D.I.Y with me, Chilamo Zulu, aka Chichi Badu. And on this episode, I will be showing you or teaching you how you can make your own calendar. Let's stop mixing up our dates, guys, our months, our years, because once you learn how to make this, you have your own customized calendar for your space. So the only things that you need are a few items that I have in front of me. Number one, you need your plain papers. I have colorful plain papers with me right now, and of course, I'll use my favorite colors. And I have my glue stick and glue gun, which is here, and my paper glue. The reason I have both glues is because in case you don't have your glue gun or your glue stick, you can actually use the paper glue. So that's the reason I have this paper glue here, just to show you how it looks. And you need your marker, any color marker of your choice, favorite color, black, blue, green. I have green, orange, any marker works. And you also need your pair of scissors. So let's go on a break, and when we come back, we're going to go straight into making our calendar. Stay tuned.
Glamville Wellness and Beauty Spas brings you Glamville Express Spa. Exclusive to Lusaka, and it is day and night. Glamville Express Spa has been brought to your doorstep to remind you that an express service is possible, especially when time is only convenient for you when you least expect it. Come through either before sunrise or after sunset, and we will be ready to serve you. Glamville Express Spa, a day and night express spa readily available for you. Located at Lake Filling Station along Lake Road opposite Crossroads Mall.
Welcome back. So before we went on our break, I ran you through the items that you need to make your own calendar, your customized calendar, and now we're going straight into making our calendar. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to get part of your plain papers, just one sheet of the plain papers, and you are going to fold it and make the frame for the calendar. So here I have different colors of paper. I have pink, I have blue, I have green, I have yellow, but I've picked red and green because I love the combination of red and green, so I'm going to make that combination. And those are the colors that I'm going to use. So let's get our red here and tear it off like that. So once you tear it off, of course, let me move these items because I don't want them to block my view and your view. We're going to cut off this part because I don't need this part, the rough part. So let's cut it off with our pair of scissors. Make sure you're careful, like that. At this point, we're going to fold this in half, like this. Fold it in half and make sure you press it like that to make sure you have that line, well-defined line. And this is what you get when you fold it. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to create a base for this, and you're going to use your glue gun and glue stick, or your paper glue. But this time I'm using you all know I love my glue gun because it's so easy to work with. So I'm using my glue gun and the glue stick, and I'm going to make my base at the bottom. So how we're making our base at the bottom is we're going to fold part of this side of the paper like this. We're going to make that fold and make sure you straighten it out like that. You turn it round and you do the same with the other side of the paper. We're going to fold it like that as well. And at this point, we're now going to combine the two with our glue. We're going to combine the two with our glue like this. You put your glue and make sure you combine them together. So let's get our glue. My glue is already on and it's hot. So we're going to put our glue right on the part that we folded, like that, because we want to combine the two sides, the two ends. Combine it like this. And make sure you press them together because what you want is for them to hold together. like that. Make sure to be careful. If you're using the glue gun, remember it gets hot. So this side is stuck real good. I have to put some more glue on the other side. I didn't put enough. Make sure you're generous with your glue. So I'm putting the other glue, some more glue, I beg your pardon, on the other side. And we're going to press hard together, like that. Be careful, glue gun gets hot. The glue melts, this is the glue, but when you're pressing, it melts and it's very, very hot. So make sure you hold it together like the way I'm doing it right now. Where you see there's not enough glue, there's no harm, you can add on some more glue. So I've noticed some parts don't have enough glue and I'm going to add on. Okay. Make sure you press it so that it's firm enough. So now we're going to make our best for our calendar, where we're going to add our weekday, our date, and the month. So let's do that best together. And I'm going to get my color green, because like I said, when I was talking about the color that I'm going to use, I said I'm going to use red and green. So we're going to get the color green now, which is right here, and I'm going to cut it off like that. And I only need part of it, not the whole entire paper, just part of it. And when I fold it, like what I've done, remember this one was folded in half, but this one is not folded in half. So I'm going to fold this like that, and I'm going to get my pair of scissors, and I'm going to cut it off with my pair of scissors. So once you have cut off the paper, we're going to stick it onto our red paper, the one that we have folded, with our glue gun. Remember to be careful. We don't want to burn. And you stick it up like that. Make sure you press it so that it holds firm. I put enough glue, and you can just clean it out. Glue gun can be messy, so there's no harm as you are making your craft. You can be cleaning out as you are making. So the next thing we're going to do now is we're going to make our pockets, 3 pockets, where we're going to be slotting our weekly day, we'll be slotting our date, and of course our month. So let's make our pockets, which we're going to stick here. So I'm making 3 pockets. So how to make the pockets? I'm going to use the same green paper. You're going to fold this paper in half like this. And you're going to remove this rough part with your pair of scissors. And you're going to make your 3 pockets where your weekday and your date and your month are going to sit. By cutting off part of this paper, because we're using the same paper. And we're going to fold these like that. Just part of it, because this is going to be what is going to make that pocket looking paper. This right here that we have folded. So we'll fold it like that, and make sure you cut off 3 of the pockets out of this. So we're going to cut that together. So I have 1, 2, and the 3rd one, like that. So what you do now is you're going to stick these onto our green paper that we stuck at first, okay, with our glue gun and glue stick, because they move together. So let's do that together, and make sure you just put glue on the sides of, we're not going to stick the entire fold. No, we're only going to stick the sides of the fold. So make sure you just put the glue right on the side of the fold. Let's put some more glue there, like that. So once you have done that, you're going to get your glue again. I've turned off my glue gun because it's very hot now. And you're going to put at the back, you're going to put the glue at the back of the pocket, like that. Spread it out and stick it onto the paper like this. You do the same with the others, same concept. Make sure you also clean it out as you are sticking. Remember what I said, the glue gun can be messy. You stick it down. Don't worry, I will stick the sides as well. The sides of the fold, I'll stick them as well. Okay. So let's get our glue. Put that on the side like that. And you press hold like this. Remember, we're not sticking the entire fold. We are only sticking the sides of our fold. So don't forget that. The last pocket, put our glue, same concept. Stick it on like this. And make sure you put the glue on the side of the fold. Like that. Side of the fold, the other side as well. And make sure you hold it, the same process, same concept we did with the other pockets. So at this point, I'm confident and I'm safe to say I have stuck my pockets, and now I can now make my cards. Remember the cards I said I'm going to make for the weekly days, the dates, and the months. That's what we're doing right now. So I'm not going to make all of them. So I'm only going to make for this particular month. And then you are going to make the rest of the month when you're making your own. So let's make for this particular month. So as you can see, I have these small pieces of paper in front of me. I'm going to show you how you can cut these ones. I've already cut these out, but I'll show you how you can cut them. I'm using these same colors of paper. So I'll use this one to demonstrate, but I'm going to use these ones. So let me show you how I cut up these. So what you do is you can measure if you like. But with DIY, I always say this. Sometimes we don't work with measurements. Sometimes we just work with imagination, and we assume certain measurements. You just say, okay, I just need a piece of this or a piece of that, and you just cut it out to that imagination, okay? So that's what we do with DIY. So right now, like I said, I'm using my imagination. I know the size of the paper that I'm looking at. Just by looking at this, I know the size of paper that I want. So let me cut that. So I'll just cut it here like that. If you want, you can fold. If you want, you can just cut it. Just by simply looking at it, you can cut off what you would want. So I have cut off the papers like this. So what you do now is you put them together and try to make them as even as possible so that they're like one of the same size. Okay, one and the same size, I beg your pardon. So we're putting them together and we're making sure they're one of the same size, like what I'm doing right now. So imagine you're making this with your siblings at home. It can be something fun that you can do. You can even add it to one of those craft parties that we do. You can add this as part of the crafts. It's very, very therapeutic, and it's just something that makes you feel relaxed and also excited about something, and also it just gives you something you have to do. Don't create those boring days. I'm giving you different things that you can do on that day. So now that we have cut our papers, this is how they look like, okay? Like that. These are the same ones I have this side. So what you're going to do now is you're going to write your dates, your weekly day. You're going to write your date, and you're also going to write the months. But for now, for this particular tutorial, I'm only using 1 month. But you should write the rest of the dates so that you shouldn't mix up. Body 1, we'll leave a 3. Body 6, we'll leave a 7. We don't want that. And that happens, especially when we're going into the new year. You'll find people in January, they're just writing 2025, meanwhile we're in 2026. So to avoid that, let's make our calendars ourselves. So now let's write the dates, the months, and the days of the week. So we're in April, so I'm going to use April. And I'm just going to write the first 3 letters of the month, A, P, and R, which stands for April. And I'll just pick any date, any day of April. I'll pick 11, because I love 11. I was born on the 11th of January, so I'll use 11. So let's use 11. And we are also going to now pick a weekly day. Let's pick Monday. So we're only going to put M-O-N, which stands for Monday, on the other one. M-O-N. I don't have the best of handwritings, please forgive me, but you'll be able to see. So at this point, looking at what we have done right now, we have our 11th month of date of April and the day, which is Monday. And now, which year are you in? So you have to make sure you indicate the year that you're in on your calendar. You can actually write it directly on the calendar, or if you like, you can just write it on the same piece of paper, or maybe create a design, maybe a hat or a cloud, and then just write the year on that piece of paper and stick it on. But for this particular one, I'm going to just write it directly onto the calendar that we have made. So I'm just going to write the year 2026 on the calendar, right in the corner. The corner and the bottom corner as well, the corner top and the bottom corner. 6. So now we're going to put our day, which is Monday. We're going to slot it in our pocket like that. And our date, which is 11th. I've lost the 11th. Okay, it's here. And we're going to slot it here, like that. And our month, which is April, we're going to slot it here, like that. At this particular point, we're going to go on a break. And when we come back, as usual, I'm coming to show off my own customized calendar. Stay tuned.
The world runs on us. At Metro, we understand that life doesn't stop for anyone. That's why we provide quality fuel needed to keep your day running. With our convenient locations and reliable service, you can trust us to keep you moving. So come to Metro Filling Station and let us run your world.
Welcome back. So before we went on our break, I ran you through the process of making this pretty calendar that you can see on your screens. And I gave you all the tips, the steps, and I hope you followed them. And this is our final product of our lovely calendar. So the beauty about having your own calendar or making your own calendar is that in most cases, some people don't have calendars in their homes. You are waiting to go to that shop that will give you a calendar after you have bought something from their shop, and then you have yourself a calendar. But if you don't have that opportunity or that chance to buy something from a store or get it from the store, you can simply make it on your own by simply following the steps that I ran you through and the process. And you get yourself a lovely customized calendar for your desk, for your room, for your office space, or any other place that you'd want to actually place this calendar. You can use the color of your choice. Remember, it doesn't have to be the exact colors that I have used. You can use any color of your choice: black, blue, green, red, yellow, pink, mention it. You can use any color. So I hope you loved what I did, and I hope you're going to try this. So before I close the show, let me run you through the process of making this real quick. So the first thing that you need, of course, is your paper, your plain paper, any plain paper, color of your choice. You need your pair of scissors, your pepper glue, your glue gun or glue stick, whatever glue you're going to use in your space. As long as it's able to stick your paper, you're good to go. So the quick process is you cut it up to your preferred shape or frame and stick on the frame for the pockets. Remember those pockets that I made? You fold them up and make sure they're secured with your glue. Write on your weekday, write your month, your year on the corners, or if you want, you can write your year on a piece of paper, shape it into a heart if you like, or into a cloud, write the year in the middle and stick it on your calendar to show that it's the year 2026 or the year 2025. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you're going to try this by simply doing it yourself. Until next time, it's been your girl, Chilamo Zulu, aka Chichi Badu. See you on the next episode.